Greetings, fellow Armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
AdvBlueDude.
Oh, you're a little more enthusiastic. That's the most enthusiastic I've seen from you in quite some time.
I'm also known as Joker's Wild in some circles.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
Most
are.
notably this circle. So
I think eventually we need to transition you from AdvBlueDude to Joker's Wild on the channel. Eventually, it's a process.
10 years I've had that name.
I mean, you can keep it if you want, by all means.
No, it's fine. I probably should get rid of it, seeing that I've had it since I was 10. So.
Okay, so we are here to go over the cast assessment for what is most definitely the premier Armchair Imagineering contest on WDWMagic.
Yes.
You want to give your pitch?
Yes. Go to WDWMagic.com for all your Armchair Imagineering needs. We have ideas, we got discussions, we have very, very, very opinionated people.
Oh, yes.
Shoving opinions that have nothing to do with anything down other people's throats. But that's beside the point. Really, we have Imagineering, that's all that matters. So please go to forums.wdwmagic.com/threads/the-sorcerers-
Google search WDWMagic Imagineering
3.90135-page-3.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Seriously, just Google search WDWMagic Imagineer and it pops right up.
Yes.
All right, anyways, so
if you want,
so Sorcerer's Apprentice, this is my first time following a game the whole way through, and this is my first stint as a judge on WDWMagic, so I'm really excited about that. So we figured, we've got a judge, we've also got a player, so it's a good combination. So we're going to run down all the people playing really quick and then, do our fantasy draft. And I swear to God, I'm going to curse every single person that I pick and they won't win. But that's a whole different story. All right, so do you want to give kind of a quick outline of Sorcerer's Apprentice for those not aware?
Yeah, the Sorcerer's Apprentice is a lot like the other Imagineering competitions that have been on the boards. The key difference really being that it follows the structure of the former NBC smash hit TV show, The Apprentice.
It's kind of ironic that Trump got fired pretty much on the exact same day that this started.
Yeah.
Carrying the torch.
But yes, it's modeled after The Apprentice, starring Donald Trump's toupee. And, really, it's not terribly complicated. Essentially, just teams do projects, and then the losing team goes to the boardroom, and they plead their case, and one person goes home, and eventually there's a winner. After
the interesting thing about Sorcerer's Apprentice for me, though, is that literally there's no merge.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm very okay. Do you want to talk about the four teams really quick? Do you want to talk about that structure, because it's never been done before, and I'm actually really intrigued to see what JDM has up his sleeve about it, because I wonder, do you think that it's just going to be like these four teams for the whole game?
Last year it changed a little bit. It started out with 3 teams, which are land, sea, and air. And then, if I'm remembering correctly, land dissolved.
That's right. There was a dissolve. Okay.
Yeah, because what happens is they just kind of do it until there's not enough people on one team for it to be fair, and then they kind of split off into the other remaining teams.
So I'm thinking we'll probably get maybe 3 to 4 eliminations, and then probably at final 12. This is just my prediction. As a judge, I don't really know anything. I don't know what's coming up. But maybe around final 12, we might get split up into let's say 2 groups of. I keep on wanting to say tribes. I'm gonna have to resist that. 2 teams of 6 or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. I think it'll all depend on how the game goes.
I mean, honestly, I think there's sort of a fascination in watching a team just get destroyed.
Oh, no,
and just literally having it go down to one person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of hoping to see that. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to see anyone fail on that level, but at the same time, from a narrative perspective, I think it'd be kind of interesting.
It would be cool. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
We'll see. All right, so we have 16 people. We don't have a lot of time, and we are going to be doing a fantasy draft after this, which I'm very excited about. So, do you want to get right into it with Team Mickey?
Yes.
All right, so first off, we have Zwyland.
Yes.
All right, so coming off the heels of Soul Imagineer, where he, it's funny because I feel like Zwyland's gameplay in Soul Imagineer was very similar to Armichael's gameplay in the Creator games. Whereas Armichael was trying to have alliances with multiple different people, like myself, and then also I don't know about alliances per se, but I know he was working with other people. So I think it's interesting. I think that these two on the same tribe is going to be, because Armichael is obviously the Survivor fan, and I feel like Zwyland kind of picked up on some of the strategy after Survivor. So we'll see. But what do you think from a creative perspective with Zwei?
I mean, Zwei's great creatively. He's always been, like, he's definitely one of the strongest. And
super solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How well do you see him doing? Okay, let's put kind of a what's the terminology for it? I'm blanking here. I'm bad. An over-under. Let's put an over-under here on each of these people. So let's put over-under final 7. Do you think Zwei will make it?
Yes.
Okay. Armichael. Yeah, so I played with Armichael for the first time in the Creator games, and like I said, we kind of had a back and forth. We kind of had an alliance, but neither of us really trusted each other in that alliance. So it was kind of funny that way. When I think of Armichael, again, I think strategist and Survivor fan more than anything else. But I don't really remember how strong he was in the Creator games. He did win the two concept creation challenges, and he, so he did that for a while. He was the big target just because he was #1 on the rankings. So what do you think?
I mean, like Zwei, like Armichael's definitely very strong, and I feel as though lately he's focused more on his social game. So
do you feel like Zwei and Armichael could potentially be a pair?
I'm not entirely sure because this game doesn't really call for a ton of strategy like that.
I understand, yeah.
But I mean, if they
I'm
want
gonna have to
like
resist the urge to do that. All right. Over/under on Armichael making final 7.
Over.
Armichael, shots fired. I'm gonna go under just to be different. Yeah, because I'm a hipster. All right, so BuckFan87. I know nothing about this guy.
Neither do I.
Well, how is it working with him?
Fine. Yeah, he's doing great.
All right, is he present?
Yeah, no, very present.
Because obviously, like with some of these people that we don't know, there's always the danger of like if they just don't show up. Like I think Darth Disney was a good example of that last season
That was
on
Jensen.
the Creator games. Huh?
That was Jensen.
Darth Disney was Jensen? Really?
Yes.
Oh my god, okay, I never knew that. All right, so over/under on BuckFan making final 7. I can't really call it either way.
Under?
If you had to guess, I'd probably say under, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Joker.
Because he's new.
Okay, spoiler alert. I'm going to give you guys the spoiler of exactly how it's going to go with you. You ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god. It's going to be so shocking. You're going to fucking blow your mind. Oh, I'm
What?
sorry. I swore. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Ah.
What the fuck?
Okay. No, you keep doing it. Come on. Now we're R-rated now. We have an explicit rating on iTunes now.
No, we're allowed 3 fucks shit.
No, come on!
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this podcast just derailed.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's talk about you. Oh,
Okay.
we're already talking about you. Jesus. Okay. You're going to be super into it for a month and a half, and then you're going to get too busy with school, and you're going to be eliminated.
I'm here
That's
to the
exactly
end, baby.
what's going to happen.
I'm here to the end, baby.
No, you're here until you go back to school.
I'd like to win.
Oh, no, I know you would, but it just seems to be the curse with you in these games is that you're like one of the strongest people halfway through, and then something comes up and you're just gone.
I'm turning into Coaster Freak, and I don't like that.
Oh, no.
I don't like that. I'm not a fan.
All right, anyways, let's move on. I'm going to give you under on Final 7 just because of my prediction. I mean, I don't know how long these rounds are going to go. I just know you go back to school in mid-August, and you're not going to have time for it once you go back to school just because I know you and I know your schedule.
I have until September.
Oh, you have until September? Oh, right on.
Yep.
Okay, lucky you.
I'm here to prove you wrong.
All right, so next, Team Donald.
Yes.
Guy that needs absolutely no introduction, the Batman of the forums, England.
Yes.
Biggest threat of the game?
That's debatable.
I'd absolutely say he's the biggest threat of the game just because
didn't
he win last year?
He didn't win.
He didn't?
No, Sly won. I'm 90% sure.
He won something. What did he win?
Didn't he win Elite 8?
He won Elite. No, Red won Elite 8.
Was that Red? Yeah, that was Red. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Sly won. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Oh, you're wrong. Fuck it.
I don't know. Here I am throwing around England as a big threat again, but like you said, there's no real strategy. So
I mean, he is a big threat because he's definitely like the top 3 strongest on the boards. But even though it's entirely objective, but or subjective, but yeah, he'll definitely go far. He always does. I
think it's practically guaranteed that he makes Final 7.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Now we get to IDI. So the interesting thing here is that IDI and England were very close on Soul Imagineer. So I'm assuming that they're going to definitely work well together here as well. IDI, I don't really feel like he's the strongest per se when it comes to creativity, or at least when it comes to presentation. But he's, I don't know, he holds his own. What do you think?
He absolutely does. I've always thought of him more as an idea man, which isn't a bad thing at all.
Especially when you're working in a team structure.
Exactly. Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, Final 7. I'm gonna say he just barely squeaks by into the Final 7. I'm gonna say he's on the bubble of Final 7.
I think he'll pull it.
Okay. Yeah. Disney Princess. So yeah, she's just coming off of a win from the Creator Games, and I worked with Disney Princess really closely for a number of rounds, and obviously I was in the #Target Alliance with her, and that was fun. So yeah, I can tell you firsthand, Princess can bring it, and I saw her kind of just develop her talents over the course of the season, and just with the art and everything like that. So I think Princess and England, as long as there's no sort of personality clashes with those two, and I don't think there will be at all, I think this team could be a powerhouse. I really think this team's going to be the team to beat between those two.
I agree.
Yeah. And then we get to D squared, and frankly, I feel like D squared's he's a little bit out of the loop in terms of this group. Yeah. I feel like England, IDI, and Princess all know each other, and then D squared is just kind of the outsider. So it's a good thing this isn't Survivor. But what do you know about D squared?
The only thing I really know of him is when he did the Omega Challenge.
Oh, okay.
I'm not entirely sure how
he's a newer member, right?
Yes, he is, yes.
Okay, cool.
He came in, maybe a month ago.
All right, cool. So welcome aboard, D squared. You definitely picked a good competition to get started, and I wish you the best of luck. Certainly. Okay, Team Goofy. So this might be the like if we're talking threats. I don't know though, because
This one's the most easy.
she's known to have a busy personal schedule as well, and I feel like that I don't know. We'll have to see with that. But
Yeah.
what
I'm
do you
gonna
think of
say under.
Monorail Red?
She's great. She's definitely, yeah, between her art and everything else. I worked pretty closely with her last year in the Sorcerer's
Mm.
Apprentice. So, yeah, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with in some respects, but also personal life, which
Yeah.
could be a problem. And she's recognized, she's mentioned it multiple times. So,
I'm gonna make a bold prediction, and I'm gonna say she's under Final Seven.
I agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's bold, and I could definitely be proven wrong, and I want to be proven wrong, but
I'm
I
saying it
don't
only
know.
because of her personal life.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay, Matt. I'm very fond of Matt now because I feel like me and Matt have kind of had a thing going on. I don't know. Matt helped me with he helped design my along with you. He helped design my final projects. We have this sort of rap thing in common. We both like rap. Of course, I blindsided him in season 1 of Soul Imagineer. Uh, to tell you the truth, I feel like Matt, like if you made like a Venn diagram of all the people in the community, like all the main members, I'd say Matt is like in the exact middle when it comes to his skill level.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that he's bad by any stretch of the imagination. I'm saying he's not necessarily like an England or a Red or a Vox, but
You
he
mean he's
might
really
be like,
balanced?
yeah, exactly. He's like the Mario. Oh. Okay, so next we come to over under on Matt. Final 7.
Under.
Under. Okay.
And
I
that's
am
very iffy.
yeah, I feel like he's another on the bubble person just like IDI is, but I'm gonna say over. I'll go ahead
Okay.
and lean it over. Um okay, Okay, you know what? 2010 Disney Life. You changed your name so it'd be easier to say, but I'm sorry, Flippin' Flounder is harder to say because it's kind of a tongue twister.
Oh, you don't like the alliteration?
Oh god. No, it's fine. Flippin' Flounder. I feel like I'm gonna get that tongue tied a number of times. This is a guy who I'm really excited about because he was one of the most genuinely enthusiastic people in the first round of the creator games, and yet he got voted out first.
Yeah.
So I really want him to redeem himself. I really want him. I'm pulling for him, like on a personal level. I definitely want to see him go far.
Yeah, so would I.
Having said that, if I were to say over under Final 7, I'd probably have to go under.
I agree.
All right. Okay, space. I feel like space is probably the biggest wild card in this whole thing.
I agree. Yes.
And I think it's kind of fascinating.
Yeah.
I think Space has done a terrific job of integrating himself into the community after, kind of an icy reception early on.
It was a little rough, but
I mean, yeah,
but
but seriously, I think he's done a terrific job of gaining everyone's respect, and he did
yeah.
an amazing job through the creator games. I think
Yes.
he's a very valued member of this community. I love him, as a person to have on the podcast. So I'm actually really high on him, and I think he's through observing the creator games, I think he knows what's up. I think he knows the amount of effort that he has to put into something like this, and I think he's ready.
Mm.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I would say Space is over Final 7.
I'm not entirely sure because also you have to remember that we haven't seen any of his work ever.
I'm making a bold prediction, so
I mean, I think I'm gonna agree with you, but I'm also iffy.
I'm just judging strictly really based on enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's like anxious to to prove himself. He's
Absolutely.
chomping at the bits right now.
Absolutely.
That's my whole thing. And I feel like players that are chomping at the bits, those can definitely be the players that do the best.
Mm.
All right. Anyways. Oh, okay. So Zwei won last year.
Yeah, I thought so.
All right. Yeah, we're smart. We're smart.
Yes.
All right. Oh, and England, I guess he's never won a comp. All right. I
Oh.
don't know. For some reason, I just had it in my head that he did because he's England. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Who's next?
Vox.
Voxel. Okay.
Oh,
We
no,
have
Team Oswald.
Team Oswald. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like Zwei, England, Red, and Voxel are definitely like the Mount Rushmore of people. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I think that's a very fair assessment, and I think it's definitely I think JDM did a good job of separating them onto 4 different teams.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean Voxel, first of all, I'm really excited to see him come back because I thought he was kind of distanced from the community a little bit, so I'm really excited to see him come back in full force. I love doing podcasts with him. I thought he was a naturally just a really good podcast guest.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he's got a lot of edge in terms of, I don't think he's as much of a threat as England, although, like we said, threat level doesn't really matter. But I think he's got a good toolkit himself. I think he's got a similar toolkit to England.
Yes, yeah. Like, I worked with Vox a little bit last year in the Sorcerer's Apprentice. And, like, he's really strong creatively. He's done a bit of modeling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he knows his way around.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I would definitely say over Final 7.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to Sam.
Yes.
Kind of another wild card here.
Yes.
He could be good or he could totally self-implode.
Yes.
I love you, Sam. I love you. You know that. Oh, what do you think? What's gonna happen? Time will only tell with Sam.
Yeah, I have no answer. I really don't. It all depends on him.
I'd say he's behind Final 7. He's not over or under it. He's behind it because he defies it. I don't know. Oh, dear. Oh,
He is
dear.
neither. He is only is.
Indeed. All right. So next we have Brer Panther, and Brer Panther is a member. He used to be a member of the So You Want to Be an Imagineer community. So he is a So You Want to Be an Imagineer alum. So definitely represented there. In fact, is he the only So You Want to Be an Imagineer alum in this cast besides you, obviously?
I don't know. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure. Unless Flippin' Flounder is someone and we just don't know about it.
He would have said something.
I know.
Yeah, it's only me and
Okay.
me and Brer. Brer Kitten.
How well do you think he's gonna do?
It depends. He's definitely gotten a lot better over the years.
I feel like it's had a bumpy ride with the competitions he's been in on WDWMagic.
I agree, and a lot of that's because there's just so many strong competitors.
Exactly. So, I mean, if I were to guess, I would say he was under Final 7, but I'm definitely going to be rooting for him.
No, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
And next we come to T-Cool. I think T-Cool might be the most, quite frankly, I think T-Cool might be the most threatening person in the entire community, simply on the basis that people underestimate him.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
They constantly underestimate him, and he constantly makes it to the end of games. And from that respect, I mean, when you look at like a whole year of Armchair Imagineering competitions and the Elite 8 is kind of like one big giant metagame, like he's racking up the points. I mean, that's all I'm saying, you know? Yeah. Like he made 2 deep runs, and I think he's going to make a 3rd because I think he's just a solid person. He's never the most threatening. He's always really enthusiastic when it comes to the brainstorming, and I think he's going to do well. Do I think he's going to make it past Final 7? I mean, I'll go out on a limb and say yes.
I think he will as well. Well, okay. Again, it'll all depend on him. Because
sure.
There's no middle ground with him. He either does absolutely amazingly, or he doesn't. there's no like, oh yeah, that was okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
one or the other with him. So it all depends. It depends on him, really.
Okay. And that'll do it for our fantasy. Or I'm sorry for I'm excited about the fantasy.
That's the
draft.
fantasy draft.
Yeah, that'll do it for our cast assessment. You want to get right into the fantasy draft?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a team name in mind?
Do I have? Oh, I should have thought about one.
I know you should have. You
Oh,
knew we were going to do this.
I know. I wasn't. I forgot about the team names. Um.
Okay, I'll tell you what. In honor of Whiplash, do you want to do the rushers and the draggers?
Sure.
Are you rushing or are you dragging? I don't know why. I just like me and Blue Dragon 5 when we did our Christmas in July episode on I Love Lucy, we came up with an absolutely ingenious mental image, which is Ricky Ricardo drilling Little Ricky on the bongo drums in the style of Whiplash. But Little Ricky, are you dressing or are you dragging? I don't know. Blue Dragon probably can do a much better Ricky Ricardo. Okay, so let's do it. You want the rushers or the draggers?
I'm gonna take the draggers.
The draggers. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'll let you have the first pick.
Oh. Okay. Are you writing these down?
Yes.
Good. I'm gonna do this solely to piss you off.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with England.
Well, you took my first pick. Good job. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go a little unconventional. I'm gonna take my first pick and I'm gonna say space.
Okay.
Really quick, one rule that I forgot to mention. You can pick anyone you want, but you can't pick from the same team twice in a row.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, your next pick.
I'm gonna take Armichael.
Armichael? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm just going to go with the record here, and I'm going to take Zwei.
Okay. I'm gonna take Disney Princess.
Ah, good one, good pick.
I try, thank you.
Should have picked her first. I don't know why I didn't pick her first.
So it's okay.
All right, I'm going to go Voxel.
Okay.
Liv?
Sorry, I'm thinking.
You're taking the scam seriously.
Red?
Red? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. All right. I'll go with T-Cool. I don't think he's going to win, but I think he'll go far.
Okay.
Wait. No, I'm sorry. I can't go with T-Cool because I picked from the same team twice in a row. I'm sorry. I'm going to go... I'll go Matt. I'll go Matt.
Okay. You know what? I'll take Too Cool.
God damn you! I knew you were gonna do that.
Well, I was honestly thinking.
That's like the douchebag on The Price is Right who's like, oh, 350, 351, Bob.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna take Matt.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. If I stole your choice, you can steal
Then
my
I panicked. And then...
Okay, so just to recap what we have on the board still, we have from Team Mickey, Buck Fan and yourself. From Team Donald, we have IDI and D Squared. Team Goofy, we have Flip and Flounder. And Team Oswald, we have Sam and Brer Panther. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick IDI.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna take Sam.
Who's going to be my next choice, probably?
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Don't worry. Okay. So we have Buckfan, yourself, D squared, flipping founder. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna pick D squared.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a risk with that. Oh.
Come
on.
I'll take Brer Panther.
Brer Panther? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we have Flippin' Flounder, Bucks fan, and yourself.
Yes.
I have no idea about Buck fan, so I'm going to go Flippin' Flounder.
Okay.
I'm not picking you because I know what's going to happen with you.
God, you're so presumptuous.
I've only seen it happen 3 times.
Only twice.
Oh, it also happened in last year's Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Sort of. Less so then.
All right. Okay, so your choices are yourself or Buck fan. Or are you going to let yourself be picked last?
It's. I don't want to be a.
Whoa, cut out. Hello?
Sorry?
Yeah, you cut out.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, oops. I don't want to be a part of your curse, so I'm gonna take myself.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm sure you're relieved I never picked you.
I really don't care.
Okay, just to reiterate, the people that have a chance at winning this game, the Draggers, England, Michael, Princess, Red, T-Cool, Sam, Brer Panther, and yourself. And then the people that I just cursed to never win the game. I apologize, everyone. It's just the nature of the beast. Space Mountain, Voxel, Zwei, Matt, D Squared, IDI, Flippin' Flounder, and Buckfan 87. Yeah. All right. What do you think? I know. Right?
Great. Yeah. Good luck to those on my team and those on Tiki's. Thank you for playing. So.
Although to be fair, it's still early on in the season, but
it is.
I'm talking early on in the Big Brother season, but I am definitely ahead when it comes to the fantasy draft between myself and IDI. So I'm actually winning for once, believe it or not. Although 2 extra house guests pop into the house after we did the fantasy draft, and we still don't really know what to do about that, so we'll see.
That's right. I have yet to lose a fantasy draft against you.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, this is...
Oh, my God.
We're going to go 3 for 3? Yes, we are.
All right. So it's going to be a fun season, and I'm really excited to be a judge. I think it's going to be a great way for me to kind of get involved with this community in a different way other than playing and strategizing my butt off and blah, 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 blah. What do you think?
No, I mean, I think it'll be a great season. If it was anything like last season, it'll be absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I'm excited and I'm optimistic. And
all right,
it should be cool.
So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and good luck to everyone. And, like, in terms of these cast assessments, the fun thing is to be proven wrong. So, if we had you at the under Final 7, please don't get offended. Just prove us wrong, because that's honestly the fun thing about doing cast assessments is looking back and be like, oh my God, we were so wrong about that person. So, all right. Do you have any final parting words of wisdom? I always ask you this for every show we do, so you should have it prepared.
I know. I need to think.
Little Ricky, are you rushing or are you dragging? Answer the question. What is it down there? Is there a fucking Mars bar down there? Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That was my final parting words.
Go ahead.
I need to think. I need to think.
You still need to think.
No, that's the.
You just blew it. I could have just
That's
ended
the-
on
those are
Ricky
the
Ricardo, but then you were like, oh, and I was like,
Those are the final words.
are you
I need to
intentionally
think.
sabotaging me right now by talking over me?
I'm not sabotaging nothing.
Oh, Jesus
I need to think.
Christ.
Those are the final words. Right. Put them in a fortune cookie. Sell them, please.
Okay. No. In honor of Gravity Falls coming back in a week, I have the perfect final words. Okay, you ready? You ready?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's the final countdown, just like they always sung about. All right, there we go. Perfect. Have a good night, everyone.